What is the most attractive thing to you as an investor when people pitch you on ideas? What are some things that you're looking for?
I'm looking to know that person has failed several times. So my money's not going to be tuition, right? I'm looking to see that the idea is scalable, because a lot of times you don't need an investment. Listen, if you're doing $300,000 in business and you're putting in your pocket $150,000, and it's a seasonal business and you're only doing it 3 months out of the year, and the rest of the time you get to spend with your family or surfboarding or skateboarding, do you really need $300,000? Because now I'm going to ask you to take it up to $2 million. I'm going to get 50% of it, and then you're going to have to work 8 months out of the year. So is it scalable? Is it investable? Is it something that you feel that is viable and it can scale? Because just because I like the business doesn't mean that, or the product doesn't mean I have to buy the business. I'll just buy one.
Correct.
Right? I'll just be a customer. And the next thing is, and really it's the most important thing, do I like the person? Simple as that. After somebody gives you a resume, after that you couldn't care less about the resume. You care if you can stand looking and talking to this person 8 hours a day for the next 5 years. So it's not worth it if I don't like the person, because sooner or later we're going to have conflict. Right? So, and if the business fails, if I like the person, we're going to start another one. So it's really if you like the person. And the digital gap, the digital divide is killing the middle class. Those who don't have any kind of digital intelligence, they're suffering. The digital intelligence is as simple as this. If you don't know QuickBooks, or you don't know some of those type of things to operate financially on, online or anything like that, that separates you from being a cashier at a store to being a manager. And that's a large amount of capital. So, and that's probably 30% different in your capital, so annual capital. So I say all that to say the time is now that we can empower ourselves, but you have to have a good idea, and you have to have still the fundamentals of business. I'm just trying to be a conduit and pass on this information because, before going on Shark Tank, it's no secret. Fubu, whoop, up, down. We went and we bought Kuji and other brands that are working. But if I didn't get to see an insight on how this whole new way of doing business is, I may have been stuck in the same rut. I may have been stuck in, all right, well, let's make a line. Let's, hopefully Macy's will buy it. And hopefully Macy's will take it out of the back room and put it on a rack. Hopefully the kid will sell it. Hopefully somebody will buy it. And who will buy it off the rack? I have no idea who bought it. Right? Did the mom buy it herself? Did the kid buy it herself? Why did they buy it, or why didn't they buy it? I have no idea. And if I wasn't doing Shark Tank and getting access to all these companies, I wouldn't know that you don't need to do that anymore. You need to sell online, social media, convert right to a person. You're going to find out who their person is, why they didn't like it, why they're going to buy it again or not buy it again, what their suggestion is, where they live. Right? And you're going to do your analytics, your homework on these people. I think that the one thing that I want people to learn out of this book is what to do as their next step. Because of the 15 people in there that some start on social media, some are female, some are male, some are athletes, some are old, some are young, millennials, whatever the case is. And I want to either reinforce what they're currently doing so they can say, I'm on the right track. Or I want them to say, I got stuck, and I'm going to try these couple of things that I think may take me to the next stage of my progression. And then they go out and find another source to give them the next stage of their progression, whether it's a mentor, whether it's they surround themselves with like-minded people, or they start setting their goals, whether they start saying, you know what, I was trying to come up with this idea and I just realized that Daymond said nobody's going to give me money, so I'm going to go and sell my TV set, dig in the couch for as much money as I can, put a couple of dollars on my credit card, not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much, right, at a high interest rate, and I'm going to get that one thing made, and then I'm going to get two of them made. People think that they have an idea, they have a concept, and that I'm supposed to invest in that if you didn't invest in it. But why would I want to own 50% of your idea and you didn't do anything with it? With that same money, I can own 100% of my new idea. Because every one of us has a new idea every other day, right? So there's no shortage of ideas, there's shortage of execution, and shortage of people to execute it. So that's why when you have something, a concept and everything else, you have to prove it some way or another. So if you don't